Hey guys, we are back with another episode of our My Time at Portia playthrough. We are going to be pushing a little farther through the summer here. So let's see what happens. Our last episode, we went and we cleared out WoW Industries, finished off the Rat King. And the good news is, I think we've reached the point of the game where we have a little bit more freedom, a little bit more flexibility to spend our days how we want. You know, we don't need to rush to gather materials. Whenever a quest pops up, we just sort of have the means to take care of it, which is quite a nice place to be at. So there's the diagram for the water well for Emily. And speaking of, let's see how hard it'll be to complete that. I think that's something we should be able to get within a day or two without too much effort. So it looks like it'll take 3 steel plates, 9 carbon steel bars. So we will have to make some more carbon steel bars. We have plenty of bronze pipes, a couple of bearings from tin alloy, which we have some spare tin alloy, and we've got the manganese steel bars. So we need to turn out some carbon steel bars to make the steel plate, or rather we may just even need to make the steel plates. That may be all we need there. So I think that's actually what we need to do there. And so to then back that up, we'll get crafting on some more carbon steel bars. Actually take this one, and it looks like we're low on iron ore, so maybe that's something we'll spend the day doing. Just refresh our stockpile there. Let's see, we want to make some more stone bricks, why not? We want to make sure, actually, we're getting a bit low on some of these other resources, so we'll actually do copper bars. We're quite low on copper. We do have bronze coming out of this furnace, so we'll be able to leave that one going for a little while. A little bit more carbon steel there. And then manganese steel bars. Alright, so for this one we need steel plates, those are cooking. We need bronze pipes, we have bearings we need to make at the grinder. So let's head over to our grinder and turn out a couple of bearings. So we can actually add the bronze piping, so that's something. Get that taken care of. And we can do the same with our manganese steel bar. So 2 of 4 done straight away. The steel plates will be done in about 6 hours, and the bearings will be done in the same. So we'll be able to finish that one today. Looks like they're having a race around the area. So we get to go talk with the mayor to let him know about our victory against the Rat King. And we also get to pick up another daily commission. 2 iron pans, shouldn't be too bad. 1 leather horn, still a little tough because we don't have the blue leather. So we'll do the 2 iron pans. I believe the iron pans take some rubber fruit and some iron. Oh, we are a little low on iron ore, so we'll go get some of that. I think we have the iron bars to spare. Oh. Are we going into a cutscene here? There was a crash. That's interesting. Cool. Well, that is something. Let's talk to Gale.
Wonderful. I'm sure this will be perfect for a date or...
All right. Oh, so we had a couple of quests for Gale. The Haunted Cave. We got 8,000 goals for that. That's something. All right. It's intense. All right, let's head on out to the collapsed wasteland and see what's going on there. We do also want to finish our mass transit system. Make sure we have a DD stop. We'll actually probably want 3 or 4 DD stops because I believe we'll unlock more areas where we'll be able to use them. But there we go.
What the heck was that? Are we under attack?
I saw it fall from the sky. It was scary.
Can you at least tell us what it is? This is big.
I'm telling you,
This must be fully infest. Calm down, everyone. We're on top of this. Oh, there you are.
It appears to be a relic,
Relic?
Really?
aliens.
but we have a problem. We need, you, Builder. We need you.
What's wrong?
The relic knocked over a tower and created a giant hole on the ground. Some monsters came out as a result.
Got it.
Alright, so we need to build this. So we need some steel plates, and in a hurry. Alright, looks like it's a good thing that we got those carbon steel bars going. Hopefully that will turn out quickly, because we do not have enough bars to make 8 plates. I think if we craft everything, we should have the 8 plates we need, but definitely not enough to do both. So we'll go ahead and get some more iron, get some more carbon steel bars going, and that way we should hopefully be sitting pretty going forward from there. So let's get a little bit more iron. You know, one thing that I didn't expect, so I haven't played through the this version of the game fully. I played through it during early access, and during early access things seem to be timed rather than paced by completion. But now this event has happened to me in the past in the late fall. And that happened on a couple of different playthroughs, and I thought that my progression through the storyline was quite a bit faster on the second playthrough. So I was assuming that the progression was based on sort of just timing rather than you know, my speed through those story quests. But now I'm starting to wonder if that's a false assumption. That if I've been making a mistake there. Gather up a few hundred ore. Can never really have enough. Or experience, and you get a ton of experience from mining as well. It's a good use of time. We'll gather up about 500 ore, and then we'll head on back. Got most of this vein. All right. So let's head on back to our workshop. And from there, we will need to do a couple of things. We'll need to finish up our construction of Emily's pump. We'll need to start construction on the parts for the repairing whatever relic fell from the sky. The crashed station is what it's called, which requires us to craft notably at here we cancel that. Need some welding rods, which can only be crafted here. So I think it said 5 welding rods, 4 welding rods, that's alright. We'll go ahead and make 5. Welding rods go pretty quick. But we are going to need a lot more carbon steel bars, that is for sure. So we'll go ahead and keep these going. And I think we're actually going to divert these copper bars, because as much as I love making lots of copper, we are going to go ahead and have this produce some carbon steel as well. So hopefully between those we should get plenty of carbon steel in the coming days. Alright, so an hour left on our steel plates. Let's make our iron pan for Martha. I believe we needed 2 of those, and those are accessories, if I remember right. Iron pan, iron pan. Maybe not. Maybe they are Furniture? Or parts? Ah, parts. So yeah, some iron bars and some rubber fruit. Okay, got a couple iron pans, so let's go see if we can't turn those in.
Always heard the Bannerets say that they had a king, but I didn't know.
And we'll give you a snakeberry.
Wow, thank you for thinking about. Hi. Papa Bear told me not to go check. See ya.
Snakeberries make good base level gifts. Everybody is neutral towards them, so you'll gain rep for giving them only 1 point. But if you're encountering someone and you don't otherwise have a gift for them that day, it's a good non-zero thing you can do. People are grateful for the streetlights, which is good. We can give Martha a snakeberry as well.
Thank you.
And we'll go ahead and give Alice one too.
One thing I liked about Lucian is that the streets were always very bright. When I first came, hi, my flowers are so.
Oh, I get. Okay, so Alice really doesn't like snakeberries. I eat my words. Do not give snakeberries to Alice. We have we've learned our lesson there. All right, so with that done, we should be able to finish out our bearings and our bronze plates for the pump system, and get started, or steel plates rather. Get started on some steel plates for repairing the crash. 8 more minutes. Let's chop some trees real quick. Never hurts to chop some trees. There we go. All right. Interesting. It's the first videotape I've ever seen. I wonder what we do with that. Maybe we'll find something that lets us play it. Alright. So we go to our missions, we go to Emily as well. Alright, let's go assemble and install Emily as well. Alright, so I think that one comes with the next step, which would be to show Emily. Alright, so we just need to track Emily down and talk to her. And then I think at some point we'll get some water storage and some sprinklers for Emily as well. But we do want to make sure we're getting these welding rods done. Those are taken care of. Let's go ahead and make some more charcoal. And then the carbon steel bars are cooking. Ten marble planks done. Let's go ahead and get some more hardwood planks going. Oh, I guess we just done a little bit of hardwood planks. That's all right. So rather than that, we'll keep that going. And then when the other one wraps up, we'll get some regular plates or regular planks going. Making some steel plates. All right. So our next step is to talk to Emily about... Oh, we also need one more upgrade kit.
Although, do you think I could add to the request?
Anything for you, Emily.
Well, you see, if we could add some sprinklers to the field, that would help a lot. I'm so glad. I thought you might get mad there for a second.
Alright, so we need water storage and sprinklers. As predicted. Fortunately, those should come pretty easily. And we'll also be able to do Django's sword here. With an upgrade kit. And let's actually sell some of these other items. So we can sell off some of the royal honey. Sell off the pine cones, those don't seem to be doing us much good. Sell off some honeycomb. Some honey, why not? I think we can sell our cushion stool. I don't think we're going to be using that very much. I don't think we need the strange mirror either. We'll hang on to that. That can go in our house at least. Beginner's fishing rod, we can sell that. Wrenches, we definitely don't need. For some of these other items. I'm going to go ahead and sell these bandages. I don't think they're used for anything. I may regret that later. We'll find out. Alright, let's head back to our workshop and get set up for our next commission. Alright, Emily is not very grateful for her aroma apples. It's good to know. Okay, so we needed 4 sprinklers. Those should come pretty easily, I think. Yeah, we've got the parts for those. And then a water storage, which we already know the recipe for, is 8 hardwood planks, 8 copper pipes, 15 iron bars, which the hardwood planks we just did. The copper pipes we already have. I mean, very fortunately. And then iron bars are in storage, I believe. So let's see what we've got here. All right, nice and easy. I like where it works out like that, where you can just sort of complete the quest. Fortunately, we are, you know, I mentioned at the beginning of the day that we have all these resources, we have the ability to do this. That's true, but we have now since burned through substantial portions of our supplies, almost half of our iron, all of our copper pipes, and all of our steel, and still needing more on the way. So let's head back and see how the steel plates, speaking of, are going, and how the steel bars to keep making them are going as well. Some carbon steel bars here. Craft another steel plate there. That's not bad. And let's talk to Emily real quick. Complete that quest.
I don't know how to thank you enough. With this, the crops will be...
Hey. And Emily likes it, and we made a good bit of money from that too. So we made a ton of money. There's a lot of things we could do with that. We could expand our inventory. You know what I may do is I could buy another little plot, expand our workshop area a little bit. Chili peppers have 1 day left. Cotton has 2. Wheat will be done tonight or tomorrow. Actually going to go ahead and cancel this bronze because we now are up to 40 bronze and we definitely need some more copper. Check on all of our furnaces, make sure they have the ability to go through the night. And then we may actually head out and spend the last part of the day fishing. Before we do that, I believe we have the ability to build a DD stop at the lift to Bassanio Falls. That's actually right near our fishing spot, so we'll go ahead and see if we can't whip up that DD stop real quick. Go install that, and then fish just a little bit to finish out the day. Alright, So this requires 5 hardwood planks, which we don't. Oh my goodness. We just ran out of hardwood planks. We won't have any more tonight. Unless, like someone who's clever, we had more hardwood planks in storage. Look at that. Okay, so we've got bronze plates. We've got bronze pipes. We need a little bit of cloth, which is in storage. And one more hardwood plank, which just finished. Oh, how fortunate for us. Just in time. Not a moment to spare there. Alright, DD stop is done. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get one more of these plates going before we head out. So we have 3 more cooking. We'll make 4 more cooking. So we'll need to do 2 more. Alright, let's go place this DD stop and then go fishing a little bit. We've got a fair bit of stamina to burn through. And we have the fish finder trait. So one of the things I want to do here is actually test out for a guide video. So I made one guide video for this part of the game on the console version, in which we use the fish finder trait to great success. Now the fish finder trait is, I think it's actually Fish Encyclopedia. Yeah, Fish Encyclopedia. Lets you see what you're gonna catch before you reel in. And that is a excellent trait to have, because it means that the fishing pool over here near the falls is able to, so you're able to catch 2 types of fish there. The first is a golden salmon, the second is a Goliath fish, and the Goliath fish is worth more than 10 times as much as the golden salmon, which means that in order to maximize profits, you really don't want to be catching the golden salmon. And the Fish Encyclopedia lets you identify those fish before you cast. And now, with this DD stop here, we have an easy way back over here to our favorite fishing spot. Now, getting back is a bit of a pain, but getting here, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, so let's head on over here and fish. Yeah, they've definitely ramped up the difficulty of fishing. They've also increased the rewards substantially, so. So the trick here to be profitable is, now that we have Fish Finder, to only reel in when it's a Goliath on the line. If it's a golden salmon, we just sort of leave it. But we are only catching Goliath fish tonight, so. I'm not sure this pool in the console versions of the game is absolutely the most profitable in the game, hands down. Because it's the only place where you can actually catch these high-value Goliath fish. In the updated PC version, I'm not sure if that's true or not. There are a couple of new fishing pools they've added in the Collapsed Wasteland and in the desert and a couple other places. And so those may have more valuable fish in them. They do have very valuable fish in them. I'm not sure if they surpass this pool, though. So that's a bit of an unknown, a bit of a wild card. It is nice that we've managed a Goliath fish on every single cast, though. It's a little crazy, but definitely goes to show how much profit potential there is here. The one thing I wonder is if you could do even better if you only waited for the kingfish to appear. Because those are worth so much that it just sort of pales in comparison to everything else. Or everything else pales in comparison to the kingfish. Even the Goliaths here. And that's the end of summer day 3. On to day 4. Haunted Cave is now open. That's excellent. And we caught 9 Goliath fish. That is over 3,000 coals worth of fish. Oh, cutscene with Emily.
Sorry to bother you. My chicken San Mao ran off again. I chased it all the way.
How did it get out?
I like taking the chicks out for a walk every Saturday. San Mao gives me the most trouble, always trying to outrun me or outhide me. Yeah? Really?
Alright, I guess we're gonna catch Emily's chickens. And put in the cage.
Wow, you are really good at this. The rest of the chickens scattered.
Plural, chickens. Catching Emily's chickens.
Thank you so much. I couldn't have gotten through today without your help. Here are some freshly laid eggs. Please have them. It's the least... Hi!
Well, thank you for that, Emily. And in exchange, I will give you a gift of an egg.
Thanks for the gift.
From Town Hall, we finally opened the Haunted Cave on Amber Island. Costs 100 gold per person. Take those items. Alright, we definitely have the carbon steel to finish out our steel plates for the crashed station. Let's go ahead and get those going. So those will take a couple hours a piece, I think. 5 hours, so we should be able to do that shortly after noon. We can come back on over here. Got lots of charcoal going. Still lots of carbon steel going. That's alright. Alright, so let's head into town and do another commission then. Seems like a good way to spend the day.
I heard from Dawa that everything worked out in the end. See you.
That also reminds me, we did want to go visit the church and see if we couldn't invest some of our data disks in some new equipment from them. Especially since we've had a fair bit of luck. I don't know what the spray bottle will do for us, but the 2 pillows should be pretty straightforward. I think we can manage that. I'm not sure what the pillows require, but I bet we can come up with the materials there. So let's do that real quick and then head up to the church. Oh look, Emily's sprinklers are working. That's cool. It's always good to see our work pay off. Looking for a couple of pillows. Under furniture, maybe? Or under parts. It's a wooden pillar. Pillows. So, cotton. Ooh, that might be tricky. Because our cotton needs a day and a half to grow still. Cool. Well, hopefully we can get that cotton. Let's go check out the clothing store. That is one thing I wanted to check out, to see if there were any clothing upgrades for us. This style isn't really working for me. I'm not a big fan of the red jacket with the yellow racing stripe on it, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. It's just not really the sort of thing that I would wear. I do like the workman's pants, or I think they're called uniform pants. You know, a lot of utility in those, but let's see. Okay, so good. We can get a little bit more cotton. They have 10 of them. I don't think 10 of them is quite enough, but maybe tomorrow we can get one and finish out the thing. As far as other items go, though, we do have the casual clothes are what we're wearing now. Looks like the uniform is available to us for about 5,000 gold. Go ahead and pick that up. We can go ahead. That. I still don't love it, but it looks a bit better. I like the Thor hat. I wish that we had clothing that matched the Thor hat better. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So it's a 98 market value day. Not terrible, not great. We'll go ahead and sell those or the Goliaths we got yesterday. Just to recoup some of our losses from buying our new outfit. And I think with the cotton we got, I think we can make one pillow. I don't think we can make two yet, but we'll see. Sorting parts near the bottom. Yeah, so we can make one. We're one short, so hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get that. Let's head on up to the church. Make sure that all our furnaces have plenty of time. Right. Head on up to the church and see what our options are. We have 38 data disks. I think we want to save 10 or 20 of those for Petra, but the rest we can use. So if there's items that just really seem like they'd be a good investment, we can pick those up. Otherwise, we will try and gather some more data disks before we spend too many. So, go to the church store. And it looks like, so the large planter boxes are 2 data disks. The tree seeds are 5 data disks. We don't quite need those. The irrigation tower. Now that's something that's interesting to me because that would automatically... Elegant dress attire. Nice. So we could actually... So that's a upgrade over our current clothes. Man, I kind of wish I'd known that 10 minutes ago. But that's fine. We'll get it later. Alright, so what we actually care about here is silicon chips for 5 rainbow flower seeds. And then this irrigation tower and irrigation flooring. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and buy the irrigation tower, and let's buy... Let's see, we have I think 3 rows of 3, 9. We'll need 4 for the tower and then 2 more connecting. So that's a total of 15. And that'll give us 13 left. So we'll be able to buy 10. And we'll get some small silicon chips and come back for some of those rainbow flower seeds. But notably, this will let us sort of leave our farming on autopilot. All we'll have to do is plant seeds and harvest, and that can sort of be passive income for us in the background as we go about our business elsewhere. I'm really curious to see how those peppers play out. Those were very expensive seeds, and I would like if they worked out to be a good investment. All right, so we're going to need to build our irrigation tower. So I miscounted the number of... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this, we're going to set it there. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to take that irrigation tower, set that as sort of the back center backstop right there. Then we take that irrigation flooring, oh gosh. Looks like we have to do the irrigation flooring before we can put anything on it. That's kind of a pain. That's all right. Now what the irrigation flooring does is it will automatically transport any fertilizer stored in irrigation towers over into wherever we have this flooring put down. So the idea is that if we put this flooring down, we'll do it in this pattern. And then what I may end up doing is go back and get one of those large planter boxes to put in front center there. But for now, we'll just do this with what we have. Oh, just a couple more of these. And that actually gives us a few extra pieces as well, so we'll go ahead and sort of fill these out. All right, now take this irrigation tower, place it right there, and then we can apply fertilizer to the irrigation tower. And voila, all of our plants are fully fertilized. Done and done. All right, let's head out to the collapsed wasteland and see what crashed. So it looks like the sewage plant is the correct stop for the DD. We'll head on up there. We also want to make sure we go get Dawa's fish porridge quest as well. Oh, it's these birds wanting to attack us. We'll just kind of sneak right past them. Oh my goodness. Looks like the Civil Corps is under attack. It's a satellite. Alright, we patched the hole. Hopefully that'll stem the flow of monsters out of there.
It's a robot.
How rude. The name's Ack. Ack.
Ack?
How rude. The name's Ack. Ack. No, it's Ack. Clack. Ack. What the?
Who are you exactly, Ack-bot? What is this?
I'm the chef of my space station.
Space station?
Jeepers creepers! I'm on the ground! How the heck did I get here?
You fell from the sky.
You don't say. Ack!
Whoa there. Don't move, okay?
I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking!
We gotta show him to the mail.
Yeah, we should. I'll grab him. Come along.
All right.
You can't arrest me! I know my rights!
Now, please calm down, Mr. Ack. We're just trying to sort out this situation. You unexpectedly dropped in on us after all. Anyhow, I take it that you were on the Altair 1 space station for the duration of the last 300 years. Am I correct?
I'm not saying anything until I see my lawyer.
Fascinating.
Why are we even talking to this thing? Look, Mr. Ack, the sooner you show us you're not a threat, the better off it is for all of us.
Well, call me a pancake, but I'm a chef. How am I a threat? And to answer your question, I was in maintenance mode for the last 330 years, 2 months, and 17 days. When I woke up, I was here.
So you're not an assassin sent from Duvos?
Look, old monsieur, I know not what a Duvos is. And even if I did, why would I tell you?
You have a point.
What should we do with him?
Get rid of it right now. We don't know what it'll do. Remember the dancing robot in Ethia?
I say we let him stay at the research center. We'll take responsibility for him. He's a treasure trove to be explored.
How dare you? You're putting everyone's lives on the line.
He's a living AI. There aren't too many like him here in the Free Cities.
You know, I can hear you. Don't you care to know what I want?
Go on.
I'd say release me, but I know you're not going to do that. So I want a glass of milk.
Okay, that can be arranged.
And I want to know what happened to my crewmen.
Arlo?
We checked the crash station. Your crewmates didn't make it. They died hundreds of years ago. Sorry.
Oh.
Mr. Ack, I'm sorry for your loss. For now, I need you to cooperate and stay here until we figure out what options we have for you.
Yeah. Sure. I'm not going anywhere.
Also, young builder, since you're here, see if you can do something about Mr. Ack's.
Sure thing.
All right. So we need to repair.
Life is hard, and you die. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Mr. Ack, do you want me to fix up your leg and...
What's the point?
Mr. Ack seems down. Maybe a glass...
All right. Looks like Ack wants a glass of milk. Unfortunately, I gave away my last glass of milk. All right. Well, that's okay. Let's see what the Civil Corps got for us. So they can do level 4, get some iron, get some silicon chips. That's really the goal there, is the silicon chips. Some more iron, some more copper pipes. Still get an engine out of it. Less acid. All right. Now we'll go ahead and send this one. You can also do some item collection ones. Let's go ahead and do a blue leather one, because we've had a couple of those commissions come up for leather horns that we haven't been able to do anything with because we don't have the leather horns, or we don't have the blue leather for it. And honestly, farming out those burpees up on the hill is just not a great time. So we'll go ahead and post the commission to do that. And then we are going to run out as fast as we can to the farm store and see if we can't get some milk for Ack. I believe the Civil Corps is open late, or a little later, so as long as we can get to the farm store by 9, we should be in a good spot. And... or by 7 rather, which is when it closes. Alright. We can buy some milk. Never know. We'll also get some salt. I happen to know we'll need some salt here soon. And then the rest of this, we can unload a bit. Don't think we need the aroma apples. Don't think we need the honey either. Alright, so the wheat grew quickly, isn't worth hardly anything at all, so we might pass on selling that for now. Doesn't seem like it's very profitable, even though the seeds are very affordable. You know, I think it's only about 3 to 5 goals to buy a seed, and we're getting, you know, 30 or 40 times that back for growing the crops. It is just not worth the space in our farm. I'm hoping that the return from the peppers is worth quite a lot. Those seeds cost about 100 goals. If the peppers sell for even say 50, but we get 20 of them, that's, you know, thousands of goals every couple days, and that's worth quite a lot back. We'll see that. We'll run the math on it once we're able to harvest the peppers, though. See what we can do. Let's see if we can't help Mr. Ack with his need for milk and his head and leg wounds.
You seem to be feeling better now.
I am.
Now, let me see if I can find something to replace your leg.
Alright. We'll try the broom. Why not?
Let's give this a try. Nope, that's not gonna work.
Alright. Let's try the mop.
Let's give this a try. Nope, not going to work.
A plunger.
Let's give this a try.
I feel like I should be able to come up with, like, I am this, you know, very skilled builder in this town. I should be able to come up with something better than a plunger.
Now, about your head.
Try the mop bucket.
Let's give this a try. Oh no.
Alright. He doesn't like the bucket. Let's see what we have upstairs. Flower pot.
Let's give this a try.
It's too big. Blinds him.
Yikes. this a try.
I like the storytelling they do here. It does feel a little contrived, if I'm being totally honest. But at least we figured out we can use the plunger and the cook pot.
Glad you like it. Thanks for all the help. Now I stand. Hello. I have a favor to ask. I've heard. Appreciate it.
Alright, so we need to talk with Gale, and he wants us to place some flowers for his crew. Should be pretty straightforward. Don't think we can get into Gale's house this late. Yeah. So we'll have to do that tomorrow. Along with, hopefully, fixing our flowers. Or, building some pillows for Russo. Which we may well need to deliver to that very same address. And we're almost done with the charcoal. Got plenty of carbon steel. Got some iron there. Let's see, how much copper did we have? So we're doing okay on copper. We'll go ahead and get this one going on... Let's do some no. It's tough. Let's do some more manganese steel bar. Never enough manganese steel bars, right? Charcoal's almost done. We'll go ahead and get that going on some more carbon steel then. And then as these finish up, we'll be able to sort of repurpose them into bronze and glass. Alright. Wooden plank is done, wooden board. Let's go ahead and do 10 more boards. And 10 hardwood planks. And we'll go ahead and make some more bronze pipes for now. As well as some more cloth. We have lots of fur at this point, so we can make delicate fur. Alright, I think that'll do it. So let's turn in here. We'll do one more day on this stream before we call it a night. It is Friday, so if we can get this pillow commission done, then we will be in a good spot to pick up another big weekend commission, which we're looking forward to. We could also go check out the haunted cave. 15 hours there, 1 hour there. Right. Go ahead and get this going on a couple of bronze plates. We'll be needing those at some point. So 2 hours for our chili peppers. Our wheat is done. The cotton will be done in 15 hours, so I don't think we want to wait 15 hours. So let's head on over to the clothing shop and see if we can't find a bit of cotton. We can head back, make our pillows, and take those up to Russo to finish that commission. While we're on this errand, we'll stop by the mayor's office and talk to Gale, as well as Higgins' shop and steal some of his bronze bars. Alright. And lucky us, they do have some more cotton, so we'll pick some of that up.
decided what will happen to him?
Not yet. We're still deliberating on the possibilities.
What do you think?
As my wife used to say.
Alright. So we fixed that. So let's get these pillows done, get our next commission going. Okay, so Russo is in town.
Hi.
Excellent. Thank you, Russo. Let's head into the Commerce Guild and see what else they have for us. Now, the big weekend commissions are always super lucrative. I'm kind of hoping we'll get something really nice here. A DD transport for 2,300. That's not bad. I think we could probably come up with that. 2 first scarves. DD it is. Now, the trick with the DD is that it requires a lot of different parts, so we may actually have to spend a little bit of time gathering some of the less common ones that we need. Looks like we are having a little bit of problems. Okay, sort it out. A little bit of lag there. It's unusual.
When I was your age. See you.
Let's go see if we can't place these flowers real quick, or what that might require or entail. And then... Okay, so we need flowers. That's makes sense. So let's go to our missions, place the flowers. We need some wildflowers. Maybe we can get those from the flower shop in town. Let's head down there and see what we can do. Before we do that, let's actually head back out to our workshop and see what we'll require to finish out the DD, as well as see what these peppers are worth and how big of a yield we got from them. So we got 38 peppers times 2. 39 on the second one. And how much are peppers worth? That's the million-dollar question. 5 apiece. Oh, that's frustrating. So that means that over 3 days we got about 100 gold. About 100 gold. Such a disappointment. I just don't think farming is worth it. I mean, it'll get us some hard to find materials, but such a disappointment. All right, 5 glass we have. Wooden board we have, leather we have, plant fiber we have. Bronze bars we have. Rubber fruit we have. Small engines we have. Fiber cloth we have. All right, I think we can do this. So let's make a DD. And probably just knock this one out real quick. So we'll want 3 rubber tires. We'll want 2 single seats. We will want glass, as well as engine, as well as bronze bar. Or maybe it was copper bar, actually, now that I think about it. Which is already in our inventory. And then fabric. Alright, so we should have everything we need. So let's set things up. We have engine, glass, single seat, tires, fabric, ink copper. Yeah, there we go. So we're now running quite low on glass. We'll want to get some of that going. Also quite low on copper again. Which fortunately we can actually pick up some of that right there. We'll keep this one crafting copper for now. Get this one to make some glass for us. Manganese steel and carbon steel are still going strong. Alright, easy enough. Let's go ahead and unload some of these materials. And then we can also unload, for example, the copper ore we definitely don't need. Marble we definitely don't need. Most of these bars we won't need, so we can store them for now unless something comes up where we do. While we're here, let's go ahead and make Django's sword. Turn that in while we're heading back into town. And it looks like Arlo has a quest for us.
Hey, I've been looking for you. I was wondering if you might like to take a little look at me while we investigate something. I like your spirit. We need that.
Alright. So we need to head outside the city. Let's go ahead and turn in a couple of these quests real quick before we head out of the city. See what kind of trouble Arlo has for us. So Django, enjoy your sword. Thank you for the smoked fish rolls. Those are much appreciated. Of course, we're just going to sell them right back to you, but you know, time is money. Let's turn in our Commerce Commission as well.
Hello.
For a very nice little payday there, 2,800 gold. Oh, I love it. And it was only slightly harder than fishing for 3 hours. Alright, let's head out of town.
Now let's see if we can find anything. Spread out.
We are looking for something. Oh. Those tracks. Got it.
This fur is from a colourful llama. It doesn't look like... Looks like there's still some fur heading off towards the cliff.
Head for the eastern city wall. Alright, let's see what Arlo's got it for us now. We're definitely not afraid of anything over here. We've got our lion's paws. I mean, heck, we beat the Rat King. So there's probably not anything dangerous. Or too dangerous, at least. Looking for clues. Mucus pile, cool.
This time it's mucus. Looks like there are shards of ladybug shell in it too. I think we can safely assume that whatever left all this behind, it's big. Alright, now the tracks lead...
Alright, let's head to the waterfall. This is an interesting quest. I don't recall this one. I wonder if it's new, or if it's just something that I missed over. Or if the timing of it is such that I'm misremembering like where it falls. Alright. So it says go to the waterfall. And here we are. Oh. It's the little piranha sharks from the ruins.
Look sharp. They're unusual monsters here.
You know, Arlo, Sam is a much better fighter than you are.
Dancers never appeared this far outside the ruins. Something must have drawn them out here. It looks like the tracks lead right up to the river and then disappear. Drat. I guess that's the end of our excursion today.
What do we do then? Just wait?
Not much else we can do right now. I'll have to inform the mayor of this and see if we need to... They're pretty tough out there. Nice fighting. If I learn anything new about the situation, I'll let you know.
Thanks, Arlo. I mean, the money was nice at least, and free rep with Arlo is always good, so I'm not going to complain, but it was a little disappointing. Guess I'll complain a little. It was a very disappointing trip, Arlo. Alright, so we have done a lot of work the last couple days at our workshop. We really need to sort of recoup some of the investments we've made. So we are going to make sure that we are pushing out stuff from all of our machines so that we can maintain good stockpiles. We're also going to go ahead and chop down this tree. Just in case we were wondering if we needed any more wood, we're covered. Let's see, what do we have by way of seeds? Looks like we've got some more wheat seeds. Let's go ahead and plant those just so that these boxes aren't sitting unused. Because an unused box is a wasted box and does no one any good. Sure, we have plenty of fuel. Just out of curiosity, we have 160 wood, so we're doing okay on wood. Let's go ahead and make some more fiber cloth. Furnaces are all going strong. The saws are all... that one's done. We'll go ahead and make... like I said, we got our bronze plates there. Got some hardwood planks and some wooden boards. We'll make 2 more hardwood planks, just so we have an even 20. Got some marble plates. So we got fiber cloth done. Got leather. We can make some thread, why not? We'll make some thread. Seems like a decent enough thing to have on hand. We've got some bronze pipes set up. We'll make some more copper pipes. Can't think of anything that those will be useful for at the moment, but you never know. And since we've got the copper bars to spare, why not? And having had a bunch of copper pipes just came in very handy. That's one of the things that we used up a whole bunch of. So I think with that we are about done. We've still got plenty of money, but you can never have enough. We'll go fishing. See if we can't catch... maybe we'll get lucky and catch a kingfish. So we'll fish for a couple hours and then head home and call it a day. And that'll do it for tonight's stream as well, I think. And we will plan on being back tomorrow with... Alright, let's see what we get. It's an Emperor golden salmon, which makes it that much nicer. Or Goliath, rather. Emperor Goliath. Ooh, king. What do you know? Kingfish. Kingfish we're going to be very careful with. Only reel it in when the thing is very little and only in very short bursts, because it moves around very quickly like that sometimes. Golden salmon king. I'm glad to know that we can identify the kingfish before we reel them in. That leads to yet another question of, if you are sitting here waiting only for kingfish, how many will you actually see in a day, even if you don't reel any of them in, you know? How many is it actually possible to get in a day? Because sometimes you'll have things like this where it's just fish that you're not interested in back to back to back, and you just let it time out and expire. But and we definitely hit our income goals, though, I'll say that. With the kingfish. These Goliaths are doing well for us, too. Had that Emperor Goliath, and then a couple more of these, so we're already looking at about 7,000 gold off this trip. And we've only been out here about an hour and a half. It's unlikely we'll maintain that pace. You know, kingfish are supposed to be quite rare, but we could easily get another 3,000 or 4,000 out of these Goliath fish if we were to stay through the remainder of the night. And unfortunately, we're also starting to get to the point where, while that's nice, the demand for things in terms of like how much it costs is going up and up and up. The next row of inventory in our bags is like, oh jeez, you know, 12,000 gold. The next expansion for our workshop is 30,000, but the one after that is 100. And so, you know, even having a day where we may make, you know, 15,000 gold, it's nice, but it doesn't exactly like take care of our financial duties, really. We are getting to the point where with Fish Finder, it's definitely worth our time more to go fishing and then like pay other people to do stuff for us than for us to actually go and do those things ourselves. So especially things like the hazardous ruins, we can send the Civil Corps in there to take care of that for us, and we will definitely earn a profit by going fishing for the same 3 or 4 hours that we would have spent in the ruins, and then paying them to do it instead. Alright, finishing out the day here soon. We are going to go ahead and fish right up until 3 in the morning. Just because we have had such good luck, we really don't want to end on a hot streak. Maybe we'll get lucky and catch another kingfish. even if we don't, the rate at which we're catching these Goliaths is definitely more than worth the time we're spending here. We're already to the point where if we had a high market value day, we would not be able to sell everything that we've got tonight, you know? It would be more valuable than the total combined value of everybody who buys fish in town. Which does put us in an interesting spot. Look at that. Another golden salmon king. Last cast of the day. See what we come up with. It may time out on us. Oh, just regular Goliath. But hey, nothing wrong with that. So we'll take a look in the morning and see what our things are, and then we'll probably call it there. Come back to this again sometime tomorrow and push on into the first weekend of summer. So let's see how much we got. Alright, so 14 Goliath fish, 350 each, 1 Emperor, so that's the equivalent of 16 Goliath fish. 16 times 35 is going to be, let's see, 2100 plus, so 5,600 gold. And then 3 golden salmon kings, so 15,000. So 20,000. We spent 5 hours fishing and we made 20,000 gold. That is nuts. It is crazy and a half, but we'll take it. It looks like the placing of flowers needs to be taken care of fairly soon. We have less time than that. So we'll have to find those wildflowers. We'll do that tomorrow. So thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you've had a good time, and we will catch you guys again real soon.